Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Janisha from Sciences of Composite PU College, Vijaypur. Today I'm going to discuss about a new some revision questions. So those questions also important for your annual exams. So then let me discuss about 4 as well as 6 marks questions. Then today we are going to learn about these 3 questions. First one, briefly explain the legal definition of money. Question number 2, write a note on demonetization. Question number 3, briefly explain the story of Goldsmith Lala. Dear students, you need to write these questions in your question with answers in your assignment book also. So these 3 questions also very important. In that second question, the write a note on demonetization. This is for practical oriented question for 5 marks. Okay, now one by one we'll discuss. As you know that first question, briefly explain the legal definition of money. So as you know that students, what is money and what is money supply, then what are the functions of money and the role of RBI, everything, right? So every individual or public has some value of denomination of what? Money. Either it is a small amount of money or it is large. So that the total stock of money in circulation among the public at a particular point of time, that is called as money supply. So what is money supply? Money supply means what? That means the total stock of money that is circulated among the public, either rupees 5 or 10 rupee, 1000 rupee, 2000 rupee, whatever. So if the what money which is circulated among the public, that is called as money supply. RBI has classified this money supply, that is into 4 ways, and this is called as what? The legal definitions of money. So then let me discuss about, there are 4 legal definitions of money we can define as. First one, M1 form of money. Second one, M2 form of money. Third one, M3 form of money. And fourth one is M4 form of money. So these are the legal definition of money. Now let me see here each legal what definition of money which consists its own components. So in detail we'll discuss now. First one, M1 form of money. Dear students, in the M form of money, which includes the components like, that is currency held by the public as well as demand deposits, that is held by the bank. So remember what? The M1 form of money which consists or which includes the following components, that is currency with the public as well as the demand deposit held by the bank. And also this M1 form of money also called as narrow money. Okay, so if the components like currency with public as well as demand deposit held by the RBI, held by the bank, so that is togetherly we can say that the M1 form of money. And second category, that is M2 form of money. So then what are the components included in the M2 form of money? See, M2 form of money, it also includes M1 component, means M1 means you know that is currency with the public as well as demand deposit held by the banks, right? So M2 which includes M1 plus, okay, togetherly savings deposits with the post office, means post office saving deposit. So these 2 components are included in the M2 form of money. Okay, so remember M2 form of money which includes all the components of M1 plus, that is saving deposits with the post office. So these components are included in the M2 form of money. And also M2 form of money also we can say that narrow money. So M1 and M2 togetherly we can say that narrow money. And third one, M3 form of money. M3 form of money, it also includes all the components of M1 plus, that is time deposit or the term deposit of a commercial bank. So M3 form of money which includes the components like M1 means you know that already, along with M1, that is time or the term deposits held by the commercial bank. So this all what currencies that is included in the M3 form of money. And also M3 form of money we can also called as broad money. And the last one, fourth one, M4 form of money, it includes the components like M3, all the components of M3 plus total deposits with the post office saving organization. So these components are included in the M4 form of money. And also M4 form of money, this is also called as broad money. Okay, so M1 and M2 is narrow money, M3 as well as M4 are the broad money. So these are the components included in this what form of money. So this is what 4 marks question. Okay students, now let me discuss about the second question. Second question, as you know that this is for practical oriented question for 5 marks. Write a note on demonetization. For this question, how to write for the 5 marks? See, first we'll discuss about what is demonetization and when it was set up. So demonetization was a new step taken by the government of India, that is on 8th November 2016. And why this demonetization was introduced? It was introduced because to tackle the problem of corruption, black money, terrorism as well as the circulation of a fake currency in the country. Okay students, so why the demonetization was introduced? Because to tackle or to solve the problem of a black money, corruption as well as the fake currency that is circulated in the country. Okay, so for that reason the government of India set up the demonetization for the first time, that is 8th November 2016. Then what changes have been takes place what in the demonetization? So those things we'll discuss here. So as you know that demonetization, during this situation, the old currency notes of rupees 500 as well as 1000 were no longer legal tender. Means after the introduction of this demonetization, so the old currency, it lost its value, means legal tender value, and also the new currency notes that is in denomination of rupees 500 as well as rupees 2000 were introduced. So instead of old currency 500 rupees as well as 1000 rupee, so new currencies were introduced, that is rupees 500 as well as 2000. And also the public were advised to deposit old currency notes in their bank account till 31st of March 2016. Yes, that is without any declaration, and up to 31st March 2017 with the RBI with declaration. That means here what once the demonetization was introduced at that time, so what the advice from the government, that is without declaration, last deadline for that 31st March 2016, and with the declaration of RBI, that is 31st March 2017. So within that period, what the public need to change their old currency into new currency. In order to avoid a complete breakdown and scarcity of cash, afterwards the government allowed exchange of rupees instead of 2000, now 4000 old currency notes with the new currency, restricting to a person per day. And this demonetization, it also has a positive effects as well as the negative effects. And we can say that according to this demonetization, some of the positive or the advantages is nothing but it improved tax compliances, as a large number of people were brought in the tax ambit, as well as the savings of individuals were channelized into the formal financial sector, means the savings can be encouraged, and as a result bank have more resources at their disposal which can be used to provide more loans at a low rate of interest. And finally we can say that the positive or the advantages is nothing but demonetization also helps in curbing the black money, reducing tax evasion, and also corruption will decrease. But the negative impact from this demonetization, that is nothing but means some criticism also there, that is there was a long queues outside bank and ATM centers, and also there was a acute shortage of currency notes, and it had adverse effect on the economic activities, but now it is normally what has returned. So this is what the condition of demonetization. So we can say that, so in the demonetization, what positive advantages as well as disadvantages both had during those time. Right now it is settled well. Okay students, so this is for the 5 marks question. Now next we'll move on third question, that is briefly write a short note on the Goldsmith Lala story. Okay, that we can discuss now. Now we'll discuss about the story of Goldsmith Lala. So this story of Goldsmith Lala, this is related to the what the commercial banks loan creation activities. Modern commercial bank, how does it work? So that should be that should be covered the story of this Goldsmith Lala. So then let me discuss here. As you know that according to the story, once there was a goldsmith named Lala in a village. Okay, in a village, Lala, he was one of the goldsmith. In this village, people used gold and other some precious metals, that is in order to buy goods and services. That means like barter system. Okay, in that village money was not existed, so that what happened, the people used for the exchanging purpose of buying the goods and services, they used gold as well as some precious metals. These metals were acting as money. People in the village started keeping their gold with Lala for safekeeping. But later on the stage, what happened? These metals were acting as a money. Okay, so these metals acting as a money. How? That is, people in the village, they started keeping their gold with the Lala for safekeeping. As you know that modern banking system, right? So modern banks also provides a locker facilities for our what the valuable precious metals like gold or the gold, silvers or what diamonds or for cash also, right? So like that only in that village the people are thinking like, okay, for the safe purpose they kept their gold as well as precious metals with the Lala. Okay, for that reason, in return for keeping their gold, Lala issued paper receipt to people of the village. Now simply he cannot kept the people's gold, but in return for keeping their gold with himself, so Lala issued a paper receipt. Okay, for whom? That is to the people of the village, and he charged some fee from the people, and also for that a paper receipt, that Lala he charged some amount of money. But slowly over time this paper receipt issued by Lala began to circulate as money. Now the role of money that can be done, that is through the help of this paper receipt. This means that instead of giving gold for purchasing wheat or shoes or some other things, okay, any other things, now by giving the paper receipt issued by Lala, now people, they are not using gold for getting the things, but people are using now paper receipt, that is giving by the Lala for why? That is to get wheat or some other necessary items. Thus finally what happened here, the paper receipt started acting as money since everyone in the village accepted these as a medium of exchange. Right, presently you know that medium of exchange is what? Money, right? So like that only, so Lala's paper receipt is there, no? So that is only acting as a medium of exchange in that village, and people are also everyone accepted also. Yes. Now this story, okay, we can explain with the help of an example, imaginary example. Okay, let us imagine that Lala had 100 kgs of gold, okay, that is deposited by different people, and he had issued receipt corresponding to 100 kgs of gold. Okay, now in what Lala, he had how much? 100 kgs of gold by different people. Okay, at this time, now Ramu, he required some loan. Okay, so Ramu, he comes to Lala and he asks for loan of 25 kgs gold. Okay, now Ramu, he visit the Lala as well as he asked 25 kg of gold. Okay, now Lala can decide that everyone with gold deposits will not come to withdraw their deposits at the same time. Yes, everybody cannot come same time, they will not ready to come as well as withdraw the gold, right? So that Ramu decided to give loan to whom? That is to Ramu. Okay, and now as well as he charged him for it, means that for 25 kgs of gold is there, no? For that he charged some amount of money also, that is as a paper receipt. Okay, now Ramu got 25 kgs of gold from whom? That is from Lala, and also Ramu, he repay his loan, that is 25 kgs of gold to Ali, because he also took loan from Ali, so that he returned now 25 kgs of gold to Ali. Okay, now Ali could keep the 25 kgs of gold with Lala, that is in return for a paper receipt. Okay, now what about the condition of Lala? So now Lala got, that is total 125 kgs of gold. How? That is Lala had given to Ramu 25 kgs in return of a paper receipt, right? Now Ramu give that loan or repay the loan to whom? That is to Ali. Okay, Ali, he keep his gold, that is with the whom? That is with the Lala. Now the Lala circulation of gold, that is increased up to 125 kgs. Okay, so in effect the paper receipt acting as a money would have increased to 125 kgs. Now it seems that Lala has created money out of thin air, means without any difficulty, that Lala, he created money, and like that only the modern banking system works, precisely the way Lala behaves in this example. So in this way we can say that story of Goldsmith Lala's, that is similar to the modern modern banking system. Okay students, this is what the 6 marks question. Actually this is for 6 marks question. Okay, up to this overall 3 questions we discussed. In the next episode we'll discuss about a new chapter. Okay, if any doubts, anything, please ask with me, and also need to write the assignment questions, 3 questions also, and submit as early as possible. Thank you.